Hey, look at there. You see him? Well, open your damn eyes in. It's the old-timey down-home country Red State Update podcast and them. Coming to you from a bunker underneath Jockey's Market in Murfreesboro, Tennessee. And now, here they are, both of them.
It's not Jockey's Market anymore.
I know that. I wish it wouldn't say that. Somebody needs to fix it. I don't know who fixed it. Because last time when we did one of these, it didn't even come on. Somebody said that it couldn't hear it.
Last week, folks, if you tried to listen to our podcast and you got 30 seconds of silence at the beginning, that's because we messed up the part where we play the opening that has the wrong location.
Yeah.
And it wasn't on there, or it's barely on there. And somebody said they could hear me smoking some pot.
What? Don't do that around
It took
me.
you 255 episodes to finally hear me
No,
smoking pot on
I
here?
I don't want you doing it around me. I don't know what you're doing half the time over there. I try not to look at you. I don't know. So don't do it on here. Don't do it anywhere. Shouldn't
Usually
be
I
doing
pull
that.
my shirt up over my head and get my little
All right.
one-hitter
I
out.
don't want to hear anything about it.
And Jackie has to look at my stomach.
Well,
He's
I
like,
don't
pull
look
that down.
I'd rather see you big fat stomach and see you do drugs. I'll say that. I don't want to see either one, but if I had to pick between the two.
Which one would it be? You'd look at my stomach and watch me do drugs?
No, I wouldn't.
You'd
First
watch
off,
me
I
do
don't want to
drugs?
do either. I don't want to do either
Well,
one
you
of
got
those
to make a
things.
choice. You brought it up.
I said I'd look at your fat stomach because I'm used to seeing that all the time hanging out anyway.
So if I just walked around with my fat stomach slapping up against you.
Not against me.
Pardon
no,
me. Let me get
no,
this. I got to get behind you here,
not
Jackie.
close to me, not touching me, anything and like that. No. Just.
Well,
if
just standing in front of you 24/7.
No, just. Forget I said anything. I
People don't
want
think
either.
body shaming is funny anymore, Jackie. Even if you're doing it
I
to
ain't
yourself
shaming-
or Trump.
I ain't shaming nobody. You the one you talking about your fat belly being out, not me. If that's shame, you should be ashamed. You get in shape, do something. Don't eat so much. Whatever it is, eating donuts or whatever it is. I don't know.
Well, I can't do both. If I'm going to exercise, I need some sustenance. I need a few damn cheesy 5-layer burritos.
All right.
I need a few damn them Cheeto things they got at Burger King. The macaroni and cheese Cheeto. You had any of that?
Yeah, but I don't eat it all day or eat 5 or 6 of it. I just, to get a bite. I like getting that too, but I don't.
I don't want to get into Doughboys territory here, but Burger King fucking sucks
Hey,
now.
watch your mouth. I don't want to hear the language.
They're not your sponsor today, are they, Burger
no,
King?
not my sponsor.
Have you had
they know better than
anything
that.
good from Burger King in, say, 6 years?
It's been a long time, huh?
It's the temperature's weird, the texture's off.
I got a hamburger, half of it warm, half of it cold.
I'll take it and take a bite. I'll see good pictures in the window. They do got good pictures in the window.
Well, that's the reason you give. Yeah, they do. They know how to take pictures of it, right? But they don't know how to put it in your mouth, right? Because
Nope.
it don't taste good. The bread tastes weird now. It used to be a bun tastes like a hamburger bun. Now bread tastes weird. Half of it, I just taste the bread. And I said, that don't taste right.
They'll lure me in with one of them window pictures, and I'll go through the drive-thru. High hopes. Get it in my damn mouth and get so mad I throw that shit. I throw
All right.
it going
Hey,
down the
you don't have to
road
use
out
the
my
language.
window, just wanting to splatter it all over the damn highway.
Man.
Just wanting it to splatter. I'm so mad. Woo! Nothing makes me madder than having a bad experience at a drive-thru when your mouth's set to eat some of that good Burger King of yore.
That don't exist no more. That's one of the other things.
I
This
know
country
it.
is gone. It's gone. Don't look at the pictures because the pictures are what it looked like in old days.
It's
It
of
don't
a time that is no longer
Ain't no-
accessible.
As used to be another one of those. I feel the same with Pizza Hut. I remember in the 70s, and there wasn't nothing better than a Pizza Hut pizza. Now it tastes like cardboard.
I don't mind the Pizza Hut.
And I don't care for it.
It ain't like when you used to go into a damn Pizza Hut and sit down under one of them damn parlor lights.
A big time to do that.
Get a pitcher of Pepsi and play a tabletop centipede.
Well, get a cold beer. Yeah.
Like fucking Stranger Things up in here.
Why do you got to shave the mouth? Watch the language. I don't want to hear the language. Just say, look, everybody, it was a big deal back in the day, believe it or not, to go to Pizza Hut. Now it's the fourth or fifth pizza that you'd call to have them delivered.
Yeah, I'll buy that.
Well, yeah.
But it ain't bad for fourth or fifth pizza.
Well,
what would your number one be? Sir Pizza?
Sir Pizza is the best. That people ain't got that all over. That's here in Nashville.
That's here in Murfreesboro.
Well, it's in Nashville too. It's in a few more states. I think is it in more states? And Sir Pizza is good though. It's crispy and good and square. I like it. Little square pieces. So much stuff of it just falling off. But they cost more too though. That's the thing about that. Pizza Hut don't cost next to nothing, which of course cardboard shouldn't cost next to nothing. The Sir Pizza, you get what you pay for. You know, that's get a little bit more, but you're going to get a little bit more out of your wallet when you pay for it.
So that's Sir Pizza.
No, that ain't. Well, that's not a sponsor. No.
They'd be a good sponsor.
Oh, I'd love to work something out with them. Yeah, if anybody works for Sir Pizza, give us a call on here, because if you work out a deal.
I'd take Pizza Hut as a sponsor. Jackie wouldn't, I guess.
No, I wouldn't. Yeah, it depends on what kind of deal they do.
What kind of money they're offering.
Yeah, well,
But Burger King can kiss my asshole.
All right, why? Don't. Just say I don't like Burger King. Don't tell them to kiss you anywhere on the
Listen, Burger King, come kiss my asshole.
No,
You'll get a pretty good idea what your chicken sandwiches taste like now.
Shut your mouth. I don't want to hear it. Here, let me get this over with. You gonna let me do this without laughing? You gonna let me I got to do it since you want to make everything.
I don't know why you think it's funny. I think it's sad.
You're the one laughing at me when I come in here. I have
to
wear
now that I
this.
think about it, now it's kind of sad.
Well, I got
it's heartbreaking.
Shut your mouth.
Oh God,
I got to do
like everything else. It's so sad. You just start laughing. It's like an episode of Bewitched when you tell Darren the bad news and he'd start a tittering and a guffawing.
That's because you're bewitched, right?
Well, he had a spell on him. Do you think we have spells on us here in America today?
Maybe not me and you, but somebody does. Good God Almighty. A lot of people got something going on.
Well, we better try to contact Maurice or Uncle Arthur and set things straight.
Well, when I come in here to do this, you was laughing at the way I was dressed. I got half of it off because I'm burned up from it. But anyway,
it's hot here.
It's about 100 degrees out here in Tennessee right now.
To set the stage of what horrifying choices Jackie has made in the past week.
Well,
how has he given up his dignity this week?
Shut your mouth.
How much lower can Jackie Broles go? Well, to set the stage, it's 100 fucking degrees.
Hey, don't.
And it's humid. You ever been in the South, boy? Well, first of all, you ought to come down here. It's pretty cool. I mean, everybody voted for Trump, so it's some of the sheen's off of it. I'm going to be honest. It ain't like it used to be.
It's a little bit like Pizza Hut. And it ain't Burger King yet, but it's a little.
It ain't Burger King, but we're almost there.
It's getting a little lower, but we got nice memories, and that you could do some things, but you're gonna have to put up with some others. Yeah.
When Hank Williams Jr. wrote, "If the South would have won, we'd have had it made," which I guess is the theme song to HBO's upcoming Confederate show. Confederacy? Well, I don't know what it's called.
What is it?
When he wrote that song, and you thought, that's just ignorant. But you didn't think about how depressing it also was. Because it seemed so far away from anything that could happen.
Yeah, it just seemed like it's, oh, look at that. That's funny.
He also didn't think about, who would this hurt?
No.
Who would wake up every day, new group of people just punched in the gut via Twitter. We didn't think about that. And that was like if Hank Williams Jr. was president.
Yeah.
I didn't think they'd be a worse president than Hank Williams Jr. Yeah. And I'm saying that, and Kid Rock could very well be on the fast track to being our next president. I'm sorry, Jackie, you were saying?
Just let me get through this and get it over with. I got to do my sponsor, so I'm going to do it right now. Just let me do it. And I don't want to hear anything from you. Just let me get through it, and then we'll go on. We got to pay the bill or whatever, keep the lights on and say it, or keep the computer running, however you want to say it.
You got to keep the lights on to see computer.
Well, Oh, this computer got lights on.
Well, how you gonna turn it on if you can't see in that fucking
I don't
dark?
know how to turn it. Every light, a whole place could be on. I still wouldn't know how to turn a damn computer on. You asking me for? All right. Hey, everybody. I'm Flip Flop the Baloney. So, Flip Flop the Baloney. Flip me up in the air, and then I come down. Hunger beware, baloney's in town. Just shut your mouth. I hear your words. Shut your mouth. Just, cocktail baloney here at Pinky Piglet's. Come on down and get you some good, delicious gourmet baloney and watch them flip it all over the place before they put it on the bread for you.
Folks,
Take it from me. I ain't done yet. Take it from me. I should know I'm Flip Flop the Baloney.
Folks, Jackie's sitting in here. He's got a baloney suit on.
Well, I got half of it on. I took a top part off of it.
He's covered in sweat. He's a 70, 80, 90-year-old. How old are you?
I'm up in age.
He's too old to be in a damn baloney suit in moderate weather, in moderate climes. But he's up there sweating his shirt. Just sweat right through it.
Man, it's always been hot when you work years ago, I worked in my own store. Well, it wasn't that long ago. But anyway.
It feels like it.
You be in you be cooking barbecue, and you got to be in the kitchen. You hot all the time anyway, so. But it's hotter outside, yeah. There ain't no fans out there. In the kitchen, we had a fan running one corner or another had a fan. Or both corners had a fan running sometimes. But, yeah, ain't no fan outside right now.
They got Jackie standing on the side of the road waving at cars to come in to Pinky Piglet's cocktail baloney store market.
Yeah.
How are you not having heat stroke out there?
I don't know.
In that big-ass baloney. He looks like a big slice of baloney. Who are you, Flip-Flop the
Flip Flop the Baloney. I said it 2 or 3 times. You don't listen to it, I ain't going to repeat it. I did my part. I ain't saying it again.
Do you have to flip and flop a sign in the air like some of them people do? Are you waving a sign?
Well, I can't do that. Somebody showed me what I've seen them youngins do it. And
your wrist, right.
I can't do it. If I can't flip-flop the actual baloney inside, then what makes you think I can flop a sign on the outside of 100-degree weather?
Now,
but I can't stand here, dressed like it's just a big round. I look like a circle bent over at the top. Yeah, the color of baloney. And I got my face.
This is a big flesh-colored circle.
I got my face out. And anyway, I got my face out, so I ain't sweating.
It gives cars a target to throw things at as they zoom by.
Well, Tom Cruise, Kenny, he's looking after things while Pinky Piglet's in the hospital. Who I hope sending out our best regards, saying a prayer for you. I hope you get better, Pinky Piglet. Need you out here. Need you. He's a lawyer, my lawyer and my boss officially, but right now I answer to Tom Cruise, Kenny. But he tried to get me to shave my beard because he said it looks like hair growing out of baloney. And said, you need to shave. I said, I ain't shaving this beard. Hell no.
And he said, well, we'll see about that. I think he thinks you're still going to shave it.
Well, I ain't going to shave this beard. No, I ain't shaving the beard. He can get somebody else, get somebody clean shaven, be baloney on the road. Don't need to be me.
But I bet if Pinky Piglet told you to shave that beard, you'd be, where's the shaving cream?
I don't think he gonna tell me. He know better than that. I ain't shaving
Where's
this
the
beard.
Bic?
I ain't shaving it.
Wait, is Bic a lighter? Do they make razors too? Bic razors
and pens.
What? What do those 3 things got to do with each other?
And just all something little fit in your hand. What do they do? What are you laughing?
Is that how they made business decisions? You know what else is little?
And you can hold, and it does everything you need to. It's just right there. I know it don't fit to nothing else. It's just little, and it fits in the hand. Does what it does. Pen, razor, and
lighter.
Lighter, yeah.
But that's not little and fits in your hand. Is not a good slogan. Believe me.
Well, it ain't about slogan. It's about it's about the product itself. I don't think Bic ever had any ads because give me that pen, or can I get a light from you?
Yeah,
or
right.
you need to, you need to get some stubble. You need to shave. You want to, You don't think that's those three things you don't need to do an advertisement for, I don't think. You don't need no slogan.
So, folks, if you're just joining us, if you've never listened to us before, this is the sponsor segment of our show. The news is coming up. There's a lot of news. Jackie used to own a store here in Murfreesboro called Jackie's Market.
Tell
And
everybody
then
my life story.
he lost that when he got screwed out of it by some high-priced Nashville lawyers, and then he became mayor, and he lost all his money because he was paying businesses to stay in town, which they didn't. Got screwed over by them. Then Ghost Hartberg became mayor, but that's another story. I don't want to get sidetracked.
Yeah.
And then, so Jockey, he come to work over here at Jockey's Market. And
I didn't have no choice in the matter. I didn't know how to do but two or three things. I worked in a store my whole life, worked in the kitchen, worked in a store. No cash register, know how to cook a few things. That's it. So that was the only job, only skills I had.
You guarded a Jeep in the service.
Well, that years ago. That's year I was younger. I don't even know if I remember how don't know how to do it as well as these other things that I've done for so long. But I probably just sit there with, gun. But
I think that's
stay awake.
it.
Mainly is stay awake is what you do. If you garden a Jeep.
Yeah, coffee or Mountain Dew or something.
Well, yeah, I mean, if it's cold, get you out.
5-hour energy.
Yeah. I don't know about Mountain Dew, and I don't eat all that.
Then get a diet one.
Well, I don't want to drink that either.
So Jackie over here at Jockey's Market got hired by Jockey, and Jockey put him through the ringer some, but turns out Jockey was just testing him because Jockey was eat up with cancer and wanted to bestow upon Jackie, if he passed the test, the gift of his own market again, which Jackie passed the test, but because Jackie's a fucking asshole,
watch him out.
He will not accept the gift of the store.
I didn't want the store, and I sure as hell didn't want to be tested for it. Somebody, he earned every bit of that cancer. It was all in him everywhere, because every time he tested me, then there's another little bit of cancer I get. I bet you anything got a little bit bigger. If you treat your fellow man that way, pitiful.
And then Jackie, not content to just be screwed over by high-priced Nashville lawyers, picks another lawyer, Pinky Piglet Styron, here in Murfreesboro to get screwed over. And Pinky Piglet's been screwing Jackie out of the store little by little. He's got his own name on the sign out there. He created
there's a legal reason. I'm telling them, because there's no reason. I tell you over and over again, he's a lawyer, and he knows how to, in order for it to be Jockey's and come back to me, it has to switch hands, has to do this and do that, and then come back around. So I'm waiting for it to come back around. Now, currently, Pinky Piglet has hurt himself. We still don't know what happened. I got his brother on the phone.
You got Pinky's brother on the phone?
I got him on the phone, and didn't know who else to call. His wife, I guess, in the hospital or something. I tried to call the hospital, and nobody answered. He's asleep or whatever else.
What's Pinky's brother's name?
Zippy. So I got Zippy on the phone.
Zippy Styron?
Yes, his brother. How many times I got to tell you?
Wait, is Pinky the nickname or is Piglet the nickname?
Piglet.
So his name is Pinky?
Pinky Styron. Pinky
and Zippy?
Yeah.
Does Zippy have another nickname?
And not to know. I've always known him. I don't think he got a nickname. Zippy is what I know. He don't sound like a Mickey the Pooh's little pig friend, if that's what you're asking. No.
Right, that's how Pinky Piglet
That's how he got that, because he sounds just like that little, little cartoon pig, Mickey Pooh's friend. Anyhow, his brother, as far as I know, don't sound like any cartoon characters. I hadn't thought about it one way or the other.
I bet if you recorded him the next time he calls and play it for me, I'll pick out 2 or 3 cartoon characters.
I ain't gonna do that. I ain't got time to mess with all that. He told me he's getting better, but he still didn't say what it was. I said, well, what happened? Tell me. Oh, he's going to be all right. And I said, well, what happened? He said, we're waiting for some tests. And I said, well, is he conscious? Is he, but he didn't really answer that either. He just said, it's going to be all right, Jackie. Don't you worry. Just stay out. He reminded me that I'm not supposed to be in the store because I'm on sick leave.
His brother reminded you that you're banned from your own store.
Well, there's legal reasons for this. It ain't because I'm banned. He said, just remember.
Stay out.
for the time being in order for all this legal stuff to work
Let me
out.
tell you something about them styrens. Exactly
Oh,
what's
don't
happening.
start. You don't know the first thing about any of
As
it.
soon as one of them comes into some money, you open the door, and here they all come streaming in. Hey, cousin. Hey, brother. Hey, sister.
All right.
The styrens, they smell. You smell that? Another styren got some money.
Oh,
got a
hell,
store.
Don't run your mouth. No.
Then you turn around, they're on the damn window like flies in Amityville.
Well, I don't know. Zippy, the only reason I called him, he ain't been around here. I ain't seen him. Well, he been out here a couple of times, but he ain't stay long.
Guarding that Jeep of a store.
Whatever the hell he ain't doing. But I know he knew something, which he did. He said everything's going to turn out all right, but they're waiting for the test to come back. But in the meantime, Tom Cruise Kenny is looking after things upstairs in the store, and he got some own ideas of his own about trying to help out Cocktail Bologna, which is, was just a couple of, ladies up there. They're nice girls, from what I hear. I hadn't met them yet, but they know how to do all that Tom Cruise flipping and flopping. He was a bartender in that movie, and now they do it with bologna in a pan. And it's supposed to be good. That's what I hear.
Lines round the block.
Well, it's popular. And now Tom Cruise Kenny, he ain't cooking. He's just up there. He was just there for show, for pictures, like he used to go open banks and all that. He looked just like him in the movie. Tom Cruise in the movie, except for he got his teeth fixed. And the old Tom Cruise teeth. But he looked just like him.
I mean, people, that's half the draw. It's just knowing where Tom Cruise Kenny's going to be every week. Because a lot of times they'll announce where he's going to be, or you'll run into him at the store. But just knowing that he's at Cocktail Bologna and you can go get your picture made, it's like...
People all the way down here. Well, that's why he's got me. That's one of the reasons he got me out dressed like, piece of bologna on a flip-flop of bologna.
Everybody wants an Instagram destination. So now you can get your picture took with Tom Cruise Kenny. You get your picture took with... what's your name again?
Flip-flop the bologna. But he outside. I'm outside. He can't.
They can pull over the side of the road. You said some kids been like doing Instagram stories with you.
Anybody can get the pictures or whatever the hell they want. I'm outside, yeah.
I don't know if Tom Cruise Kenny, it's so busy upstairs that Tom Cruise Kenny has had to take on a lot of the business operations.
He's running cash register and everything. Well, that's why Pinky's in the hospital for whatever reason. He's, he step in and still running, still lines around the, people love it.
So they had to, in keeping with the cocktail theme, they had to get Brian Brown Marv to come in when Tom Cruise Kenny's not available for pictures.
Who is it?
Brian Brown Marv. You seen him up there? He's supposed to look like Brian Brown in Cocktail, but I don't see it.
Brian Brown. Oh, the old man in Cocktail.
Yeah.
All right. I hadn't seen him there either.
He's just kind of in and out. I mean,
you talking about old FX.
Yes, FX.
That's who. FX2. I know you talking about. Yeah.
It's Marv Stummel. I mean, he doesn't look that much like FX, does he?
FX, well, he looked like...
He comb his hair back, I guess.
Maybe, I don't know. I know what you're saying. He looked like that actor in FX. OXF Mars. I don't know. I forgot FX was in. I forgot he was in with Tom Cruise. Cocktail. Yeah.
Bologna.
I forgot he's in that. It's been years since I seen it. I saw some of it. I don't know if I saw the whole thing. How long somebody watch somebody do that? It's good for about 5 minutes. If you go to an actual bar, somebody's doing that. The first time, it's like, oh, well, that's a lot of fun. And the next time, it's like, give me my damn drink. I ain't going to sit there,
Kind of show off if you ask me.
Yeah, I come here to drink, not watch you throw it around. If you're in a bar, yeah.
Throw it in my mouth.
Yeah, just shut it down. Yeah, just like regular bartender, But that's for young people, I guess, because young people, if you're hungry, I don't want to watch you flip-flop the bologna around either. I just want to eat a bologna sandwich. But what do I know? I don't know the first thing about it.
I mean, I'd rather hear, hey, give me a drink. Thunk. There you go.
Yeah, well, if I'm in a bar, whether it's in vacation in Hawaii, wherever the hell they are, or here, and I go to the bar to get a beer or a drink, that's all I'm there for. And not to watch Yep.
Yeah, I don't want to hear. Hey, give me a drink. Okay. Swish, swish, swish.
No.
Catch, swish, throw.
Nope.
Pour, shake.
And playing music and dancing to it and flipping around. I just go do that somewhere else.
I can listen to the Georgia Satellites in my own car's tape deck. Brian Brown Marv.
Brian Brown.
FX.
FX Marv, yeah.
So that's Cocktail Baloney. Come see Jackie on the side of the road before he strokes out.
I ain't gonna stroke out. I'm still there.
Hold on. Listen.
What is it? I hear.
You hear them sirens? You know where they're going.
Yep.
Every week seems to get worse and worse. This heat makes drunks in bars without air conditioning mean.
The whole world's going to hell in a handbasket, as I say. It's everywhere. It ain't just you look at the news, everything's awful. You look out the window, everything's awful. Hell, if you could see us right now, sitting
awful.
here, awful.
Well,
Ain't
Jackie
nothing.
sweat through his shirt.
I'm trying to cool
I
off.
see his
him.
nipples.
Oh, shut
He's
up.
got half a baloney suit
Shut
on, and half off.
You said it was awful. I said it was. Nobody wants to see it. Why are you describing it to everybody? Just shut your mouth.
Why does baloney man with the beard
Not
hole,
baloney man is flip-flop the baloney. Ain't no man got nothing to do with
it is weird that there is a face-shaped hole with a beard. It looks like some sort of genitalia in the middle.
All right, shut your mouth. I don't want to hear it. Just shut
And
your
then
mouth.
how come Flip-Flop has baloney feet? If it's a slice of baloney, like they're making Jackie wear these big round baloney shoes. Why would he have two slices of bologna as feet?
Well, I asked the same thing, and what it said makes sense. Tom Cruise said, well, you don't, usually when you make a fried bologna sandwich, you know, depending on what kind of cut you get, if you get thick cut bologna or skinny bologna, usually, though, you put more than one piece of bologna in a frying pan.
Oh, so it's not, wait.
It ain't connect. That's like two other pieces of bologna are supposed to be. Hell, I don't know.
Are you saying Flip-Flop the bologna is actually an association of balonies?
I don't know. That's
or
what
one
he said.
baloney.
I don't know.
It's like the damn Borg baloney.
I don't know. Just don't look at
How many balonies is Flip-Flop?
Don't look at the feet part. Just look at my face and let me say it and get it over with.
Look at his genitalia face,
No.
not his Flip-Flop
Nobody said, what? Just
multitudes feet.
Nobody wants to hear it. I don't. Nobody else does. Shut up. Had enough.
Folks, that's me opening a can.
Yeah.
Old-timey. Down home. Shit. Country store. That's where people like to go.
Be cute.
You know where the best country store for miles is? Now, don't blink and you might miss it. Running down the road in your stressed out lifestyle. Dude, chill out. Come over here to probably the chilling outest place there is. Old-timey country store. Jackie's Market.
Why?
Jackie's Market, where former owner Jackie Passholder wanted to keep the fire burning once she found out that Jackie Broyles wasn't that woman who owned all the peacocks she thought it was. She offered Jackie, now listen, stressed out businessman running down the road, let me tell you something. You mind if I have some of that cocaine?
Why?
Thanks. Listen. Also, I just told you that my friend Jackie Broyles said no thank you when he was offered a store by Jockey.
Well, I didn't.
He prefers to get screwed out of stores by lawyers.
I didn't have a choice with Jockey. He was already dead in the ground before I knew about it. If he'd have asked me, I'd have said, hell no. I'd have passed that damn test if he tried that.
Then
Would you like to have his store? Hell no.
My friend Jackie Passholder opened up Jackie's Market, found out about Jackie's Market, said, you know what? Let's get Jackie out of that horrible situation he's in. Let him come over here. He can run this store with me. All I want to do, she found out she hated running the store. She just wanted to sell $3 nuts.
Yeah. I can't. There's legal reasons and all sorts of that's bad.
So Jackie says no.
Well,
It's been weeks. How long's it been since Jackie had Jackie's Market proper? It has been weeks. It's been months. I think it goes back. This came in. All this bullshit started as soon as they elected fucking Trump.
All right, watch your mouth, but yeah, everything on the hell.
Now, how many times can somebody offer you a store? Jackie, this is like, Jackie, stressed out businessman, this is just like that old story where the flood's coming in and the woman standing, I don't know why it's a woman, but let's representation. She's a woman, she's standing in the floodwaters rising, and she's going, oh, Lord, please send me a way out of this flood. And here comes somebody in a big old truck with big water tires on it.
Wow.
And she says, hey, I'm waiting on God to get me out of this. And that truck says, getting up, you an idiot getting this truck. She said, I don't know you. So that person goes away. She's like, oh, God, get me out of this flood. And then like a giant duck comes up.
All right, just I get what you're saying.
And the duck says, come on then. And she says, I'm waiting on God, you stupid duck.
Well, God's better than a duck, I say that, but
that's my favorite Disney movie.
Dean Jones made a few good ones with him.
And then she's up on the roof. Floodwater's she can't swim. She hurt her foot climbing up on the roof.
All right.
She's bleeding. Here comes a boat, police boat. She says, ma'am, we order you to get in here. With her last breath, she pulls a butcher knife out from under her dress and attacks the police. Like, freedom of religion. I'm waiting on God. They're like, okay, let's get out of here. Are you guys all with me?
Ain't no comparison. I get what you're trying to say.
This is a beatitude, I think.
No, I didn't attack nobody, no knife, and explain. If I didn't make this clear, let me make it clear. Very nice of Jackie. The woman Jackie. And I talk about myself. I don't talk third person like some people I know do.
President.
Well, you.
Oh. That's one of the things I like about him.
You too.
And also the well-done steak. I think he gets a lot of grief for that, and I'm 100% on board with that.
Well, steak's good no matter,
Steak and ketchup is good.
Hard to mess that up.
A good, well-done steak. Come on, folks. Is there no chance for unity?
All y'all who say we talk bad about the president too much, we're giving you that. Take that right now. That's a fine way.
I like KFC.
Yeah.
Better than Burger King. Let me tell you, if I see him shoving Burger King in fucking fat.
All right. Well, I don't want to
glistening treasonous mouth.
The F over and over again. The F. I'm tired of language. Sort of sick of it. I ain't even hardly into this yet.
So that woman gets up to heaven and she said, God, what in the hell were you doing? I drowned. I almost killed a cop, and I talked to a duck and a truck.
A giant duck, yeah.
A giant duck. A truck with giant tires, and then when a regular person in a boat comes along, I tried to stab him because I was waiting on you. And God said, well, that's the dumbest thing I ever heard. What?
Is that the end?
Yep.
Well, I don't.
So, Jackie, you are that woman who tried to stab a cop.
No, I'm not. Never would ever. Law enforcement. I'd never raise a knife or any sharp op. Never in my life. Would never do that. Make that clear right now, because you start saying this, and also I ain't ever been in a flood. I've been lucky. I know what happened to some people in Nashville, bless their hearts, but I've been fortunate. My lifetime hadn't been in a, water got high every now and then in the yard or something.
Creeks come up.
Yeah, but nothing.
Not like the damn river.
Didn't do any major damage, anything like that.
So, Jackie Passholder, or as you called her, Woman Jackie.
Well, I'm just making sure people understand that she's a woman and the name's Jackie spells it different.
She owns a market, or she did.
Well, I don't want. Look, I've already got a deal, Pinky Piglet. We're working on.
Fine.
There's legal reasons,
sure,
and that's very thoughtful and considerate of Jackie Passholder, and I appreciate her. And I don't want you to think I'm being like jockey or testing her or trying to be,
listen, no matter
ungrateful.
No, sure.
I like her just fine. But I've already committed. Look, if I'm out in the road in 100-degree weather, dressed up like flip-flop baloney, I ain't doing that for no reason. It ain't like I just decided to do it one day. I didn't lose my damn mind. All this is for legal reasons, and we're going to do everything above the board.
Okay.
Ain't nothing going to be shady or shifty about this. No, sir. This store will be coming back, eventually, hopefully sooner than later. But I don't know, you know how the courts work, slow as can be.
Yeah.
So I can't step out of the situation I'm in. I'm grateful to it, but
You can't even come in the store. You have to sneak in the store down here every time we do this. He's banned. He has to. That's why they got him out on the side of the road.
well, I can't come in. They bring me out of the water every 2 hours or something.
I was wondering what you were drinking, but when I went by there, you had this old mildewed damn Home Depot bucket out there and a gourd.
Well, I had to have something. They only bring them, every 2 hours or something, save it up. I saw old Robert Redford in the boat. Save made water or something like that.
Right, that's a good movie, Robert Redford in the boat.
Robert Redford in the boat, somebody said, I said, I don't really like him.
Now, when he got up to heaven, God was probably like, what were you doing, too? 'Cause listen, if you drown because of your own stupidity, God is, when you get to heaven, God's going to be
Plus,
like,
it ain't much of it. He's 80-something years old. I mean, Robert Redford's all right. I like, what's the one I like out in the snow? That's the one I like the most.
Jeremiah Johnson.
Jeremiah Johnson, that's good. But
Robert Redford in a boat is about like Jackie in his baloney suit. He's about that.
If he went up to heaven and said, I drowned and all this stuff, well, you're 80 damn years old. It ain't like it's a tragedy or something, But, that natural causes will go, however you want to go, you're going to go one way or another. Whether you're going down in a boat.
I could do it watching damn ED commercials on Fox News, or I could do it out in this boat. I'm going to get on a boat.
Yeah.
I'm Robert Redford. I got a damn full head of hair. That's boat time. This is boat hair.
Yeah.
So, so Jackie, listen.
Yeah.
I'm with you 100%. It's your life, just like Robert Redford. You're about as old as he is, maybe older or younger by 10, 20, 30 years. Hard to pin down.
Same ballpark, sort of thing,
So if Robert Redford wants to spend his twilight years killing himself slowly in a boat, I think you can do the same thing, declining offers from people to give you stores. I'm happy for you. I'm happy you finally seem to be doing what you want to do.
There's reasons. He's in a boat for Lord having a fun time or whatever. I'm in the baloney for a reason. It's two different things. There's no comparison.
You shouldn't let Pinky Piglet hear this. I hope he ain't listening to podcasts in the hospital, because he's going to want to do a cocktail baloney cruise with Tom Cruise Kenny. A cocktail baloney cruise.
Why?
Listen, Jackie, that's fine. Jackie Passholder, she realized that you were an idiot. And she said, well, too bad. I just going to go open up a kiosk in the mall to sell my $3 nuts. What should I do with this storefront? I said, maybe I'll do a pop-up of Jackie's Market in Jackie's Market. She said, whatever. Can you get me some money? And I said, I owe you. And she said, I really just don't want to be here anymore. So she is leasing me Jackie's Market. So I'm the proud new owner of Jackie's Market, folks. Country store.
You don't know.
Old-timey.
First thing about.
Stressed-out businessmen. Come on in here. Chill
out. All you know about the store business is how to steal beer out of the freezer in the back and sit there and drink it. That ain't no way to run a business.
And I don't have to do that. It's my beer. It ain't stealing from myself.
You ain't going to be in that it'll be you drink yourself out of it.
Well, come on down, folks. We got good cold beer. We got hand jobs. We got dildo lube.
What? What the hell are you talking about?
Jackie's Market is now synonymous with hand jobs.
Watch your mouth. No, it ain't.
Dildo lube. Special lube for dildos. Don't put it on your dick.
What? Hey, shut up.
Believe me.
Watch your mouth.
Believe me.
Shut your mouth. I don't want to hear it.
This lube, this Jackie Market lube goes straight on these Jackie Market dildos.
All right. Shut your mouth. Shut your mouth. If any of this is even close to being true, as soon as Pinky's up,
What are you talking about?
feeling,
It's absolutely true.
No.
We got hand jobs in the back. We got 3 curtains.
Shut. Don't want to hear about
We got Kurt.
What?
We got Mr. Globe.
What?
And Sally. And her sister sometimes comes through, but I forget her name. When Sally gets tired.
I don't want to hear anything about any of this.
So your hand job choices are Kurt,
Shut your mouth.
Mr. Globe, or Sally, maybe her sister.
All
but
right.
honestly, they look alike, and their hands are about the same size.
Just shut it.
And if you're not in the mood for a hand job, maybe you're a lady and you don't have a dick part.
All right.
I mean, they'll basically
just
listen.
I don't
We're
want to hear any
pretty
more about
fast
it.
and loose with the rules
Shut your
here
mouth.
at Jackie's Market, so you can come back and kind of
better
ask for
not be
anything.
calling a place
Men,
like that, Jackie's
women,
Market.
whatever
No,
you
sir.
want. Come
No.
on down. It's Kurt, Mr. Globe,
I don't care what Mr. Globe about Kurt. No, not in.
Sally
if
and her
you call
sister.
it Jackie's Market, it ain't that.
What? It's on the sign.
Hey, well, it's coming off a sign. As soon as Pinky Piglet's up, my lawyer is up and feeling better. God bless him. We're praying for you. I hope everything gets out of the hospital is fine. Zippy, give me a call. But as soon as that, I'll have him look into this, and he'll be taking care of that store too, not just this one.
All I know is that I'm not going to rest until Jackie. When people think of dildo lube, that it is absolutely inadvisable to spread on your dick.
Shut your mouth.
That they think Jackie's Market.
No,
That's
they
Jackie's Market.
No.
Cold beer, country store, stressed out. Don't be. Come down. Cold beer. Hand jobs.
No.
Dildo lube.
Shut your mouth.
Don't put it on your dick.
Shut your mouth.
No, seriously, do not put it on your
I
dick.
don't put it anywhere.
I need to say it 3 times. Don't put it on your dick.
Shut your mouth. Hey, it's Jackie Bros.
Folks, people, this is Dunlap. Jackie, I don't know what's the matter with you. It feels like our sponsor segment was a little dirtier than usual.
Just because you open your damn mouth is why. That's why it's dirty, filthy, because you talking. That's all it takes.
A lot of news.
Hell.
Folks, if you're just joining us for the first time, we should point out that Jackie, although he looks like what you would consider to be the ultimate Trump supporter, does not support Trump. He hates Trump because Trump is the ultimate Yankee.
He's the ultimate loudmouth, know-it-all Yankee is what he is. That's exactly what people.
I don't know.
People who support Trump look like a big piece of baloney. What are you saying? You talking about how I look all the time, regular time.
Can I also tell you I'm getting hungry?
Well, they'll let you go up there. I ain't allowed to
Sitting
go
in
up
here
there.
looking at you.
If you go in there, bring me something down, I could eat something.
I'd
You'll be up there watching them girls flip it and flop it. Is what you'll be doing. You won't come back, so hell with that.
I'd love to tear a big hunk out of you.
Why? Shut your
It's
mouth.
hot down here.
Just
I'm
shut your
hallucinating a little bit. But Jackie's dressed up like a damn piece of bologna.
It
just
ain't
makes me-
hot. You go outside dressed like baloney and tell me how hot it is.
Oh, that old greatest generation over here. Is that your generation?
I don't know. Talk about that. There's a million damn things in the news I don't even know where to start. Did you write stuff down?
Folks.
It's awful. Let's just barrel through it. As
I
they
don't
say.
even know. I don't know where we're just going to barrel through it. North Korea could nuke us as early as next year.
Yeah.
Can they hurry up?
Don't give me one.
Nobody can't they do a moonshot over here like a Kennedy speech to
They gonna take your time to get done what they need to get done, I reckon.
folks? A lot of healthcare stuff this week. Now listen, we're gonna get to all your favorite stories: the Boy Scouts, the damn transgender ban, the damn Sessions, the damn Hillary tweets, the Mooch, the fucking Kushner. Can you pardon yourself? Rick Perry talking to Russian pranksters, which is apparently Russia's getting cocky if they're going to the low-hanging fruit of Rick Perry.
Well,
like, fooling Rick Perry is so easy for Russia.
that's not,
For anybody. I don't know why they'd even waste their time. When they could be, getting into our voting machines.
Well, they got time to kill, about to say, in between now and the next election, I guess. So, let's just entertain ourselves.
So, health care, Jackie,
Well, I tend to believe, and I'm mad about health care, and I'll tell you why, because I got lied to. All these Republicans lied to me for years and years.
What Trump said? You sound like Trump.
Well, they lied to me. It's before I knew Trump was even on anything besides a man on TV that I changed the channel on. I didn't know.
Is he still that?
Well, he is still that, but that's all he was just that. Now he's a damn president. Now, I was told for 7 damn years, and I believed him too, because I could tell Obama was up to no good. I knew that. I knew better than that. But they told me again and again, had 7 damn years, and today they voted what now? Today they voted just to repeal it, straight up, repeal it.
The only vote they've won, as far as I can tell, is the vote to keep voting.
Oh, they loved it, because they loved to keep voting. How many times did they vote on it when Obama was in president?
Wait, hold on, listen.
What is it? I hear it there, yeah.
Siren. Man, I'm telling you, it's like, damn, do
It's
the right
Armageddon.
thing up in here.
It's Armageddon. It's all about to go up in a minute now.
So they passed the vote that said they could keep having failed votes. I don't know what kind of strategy that is. By the time this goes up, everything, they may have passed a law saying, doctors can't go to whatever. Free prescription pads for the meth heads and the sticks.
They'll chip a little bit away every time, whatever the hell they can do. They just wear everybody out.
So that may have already happened. But the dramatic moment was when last week we were very careful. Hey, we could have been a little more careful to be not to bash John McCain, to tiptoe around.
Oh.
To say we were proud of his service.
Well, yeah, I do. Well, I don't like his politics, never have. But
he had cancer. He come back to Washington to do 2 things: be a sanctimonious hypocrite and chew gum. And he left all his gum back at the hospital.
Well.
Oh, and then the other thing was to vote to keep having failed votes.
Now, health care is messed up. Everybody's in agreement of something's wrong with Obamacare and they do something about it. Everybody's in agreement with that. All I've heard so far from them is just, let's just make it worse. That's all I don't hear any other plans or ideas.
Nope.
Now, McCain getting up there, they don't know optics, as they say. Is that what they say? Optics, how things look?
Yep.
Dumping people with muscular dystrophy out of the wheelchairs and putting them in handcuffs, and then McCain getting an operation that costs, what, $79,000? Who the hell knows?
I think they rode him in an ambulance all the way from Arizona to D.C.
Well,
who's paying for that?
Somebody will pay for that, too.
I could goddamn Cannonball Run. McCain hanging on to the doors in the back.
And then gets up there and then votes to take everybody else's. Let's figure out. We're going to figure out how the hell to get rid of everybody else's. And all the taxpayers paid for that. Ambulance paid for everything. This don't look good to nobody.
They didn't even have a siren. They actually, I heard this. I don't know if it's true or not. The siren was John McCain just recorded with his own voice, just going across 10 states.
Yeah. That's kind of why he lost against Obama, I think, which you just said. That's basically it right there. Way back when.
Boy, people, listen, liberals, I will, They did not hold back on John McCain. We thought last week, we were like, we have to tip John McCain, American hero. We're not going to make fun of, not going to be too hard on somebody with cancer. Go look on Twitter. Nobody gives a shit that he has cancer. They are mad at him for coming back.
Well, you can't sit there and get all the doctors to work on it and tell everybody else up yours. What do you think's going to happen?
That's what Frankenstein did.
He just had brain surgery. So let's chalk it up to that for now.
I don't know. There is something. People are also mad about that speech he give where he basically told the Republicans to stop fucking around and scolded the Democrats a little bit to, like unity. We need to start doing something. But he was pretty hard on people. But then he just voted on the thing that Mitch McConnell wanted him to do. People, liberals, hated that.
Yep.
I kind of feel sorry for him. I still think, I know that his actions and his words do not match up, but at least he made the speech. You don't get to hear speeches from I guess I just have a soft spot for the weak, craven little cowards who are incapable of action other than hypocritical lecturing from their high horse. That's why we have a podcast.
What is it? Why do we do this?
Hypocritical lecturing from our high horse.
I guess.
So I don't know. Is McCain bad? Yes.
Well, yeah. I don't want him to die from cancer, just because he's bad. He ain't as bad as Jockey. But,
You have to be jockey bad in Jackie's eyes for him to wish cancer on you. Well, that's because John McCain gave us Sarah Palin.
Well,
who is the Trumpiest woman? How are you feeling on Sarah Palin now?
Well, we talked about that. You told me not to talk about that on here, but I'll say some people just not good for the limelight. She got star, everybody. And plus, people treated her terribly. Let's just say that right out the gate right there. They treated that poor woman and her family terrible.
Right.
And then she got on drugs.
Uh-huh.
But you said not to say that.
Well, allegedly, I think you're supposed to say. But
alleged, I don't know for a fact. I ain't friends with them. I don't know. But the way they're acting, her and the family, think you get some people aren't ready for fame and success and that sort of thing. And I guess, and plus people abusing her with words or with things they say about her and her family. And, there's an opioid crisis going on, people, all over the country. It ain't just Sarah Palin. Lots of people are going through this. And Trump ain't making it any better, and the Republicans right now, what they're doing, they sure as hell ain't making it any better. Now, I ain't done it yet, but I may do. What is old Joe Scobord?
Joe Scobord?
Joe Scobord, and what's her name? Millie? What is her name?
Yep, Joe Scobord and Millie.
Millie, in Trump, the show he watches, he hates so much. And Joe Scobord, he been a Republican for years and years and years. And said, I ain't a Republican no more, I'm an independent. Now, I don't want to say I'm an independent, but if this is what the Republican Party, if that's what it is, what's in the White House, which I don't think it is. I remember it being something else. I am up there in years. I remember Reagan, no better president ever, no better president. Abraham Lincoln and Reagan, that's it right there. George Washington is good, but he was first, and he had a war to fight in and things like that. That's good, but still. Abraham Lincoln and Reagan is
Jackie hates George Washington.
I don't hate George Washington.
He thinks he's overrated.
Well, they make up a story about him like a cherry tree, all that stuff. And then, he fought in the war, too, so he got to wear a general suit. Not many presidents got to dress up in a general suit and ride a boat. They ride a boat, but they get the picture painted or whatever the hell it is.
Yeah, is he the only president with his picture in a boat?
No, I'm sure there's somebody with a picture in a boat, but he was in the middle of he was fighting. He's a general. Then he was president. I guess MacArthur. Was he a general? What was MacArthur? He was something in the Army.
MacArthur. Eisenhower, you mean?
Eisenhower, yeah. That's who I meant, yeah.
Opioid crisis.
Shut your mouth, whoever it is. I can't remember. I barely remember who it is. But I lived through Reagan. I didn't live through Abraham Lincoln. I ain't that damn old. And that was the best. Daddy Bush tried his best. Bless his heart, he tried. But you know what happened there. And then Little Bush tried to bring back the family name and did a damn good job in spite of all the hell that he got. And then Obama. And now it just keeps getting worse and worse and worse. I never thought it'd be this bad. Hillary would have been terrible. Trust me. But I'll take it over this, whatever the hell this is.
It's like Hillary Clinton running the country would be hell.
It'd be awful.
But like hell under like a capable Satan, under a Lucifer who knows the ins and outs and workings of hell.
At least he knows what departments do and who,
Right, knows how to nominate capable staffers.
Yeah.
But Trump is like hell run by Trump. Much worse than regular hell.
It ain't, yeah.
Much worse.
Take a devil over, yeah.
I'll take a devil over Trump any day.
Yeah.
You put that's my pull quote. I don't care. You say you would take the devil over Trump? Yes, sir.
And all these,
I'll walk into Kroger and say it right now.
there's a lot of people live around here, Christian people. I know for a fact, good Christian people who go to church every Sunday, every Wednesday night, and they still somehow defending everything he's doing. And those two things don't go together. I don't care who you are, where you're from, what you do.
It's like drowning. God, you gonna get up there?
Don't say that story again. It was too long the first time.
It's like the woman who was waiting on God to send her, I guess, an angel she could climb on top of and fly away. Like Lenny Kravitz's song.
Yeah.
That's from the book of Psalms.
Well, we're sitting there saying how awful everything is, but just we know how awful things are. What did it do this week that made it that much more awful?
What did Trump do that made things much more awful? Well, where would you like to begin?
I don't know.
He gave an interesting speech at Boy Scout
Oh, hell.
Jamboree. Is that what it's called?
Something like that. Yeah, a bunch of Boy Scouts out there. Bless your heart.
Something about seeing a bunch of strong young men assembled in front of him brings out the worst qualities in Donald Trump.
Yeah, in uniforms, yeah.
Yeah, uniformed young men. So, listen, don't.
Well, people got mad at him. He spoke to, who did he speak to? What military branch did he speak to just before that, before he went to them? He spoke to somebody, the Navy, Army, somebody, and was telling them all to call Washington so he can kill Obamacare, do what he wants. They're defending the country. They don't have time to make... They work for you already. They're already doing their job. You don't tell them to make calls for you. They're protecting you. There's some military. Now, Boy Scout, they're just trying to... I think that's the only thing he didn't tell them to do was to get on the phone and call, because ain't none of them old enough to vote.
He insulted the media.
Well, that's
just par for the course.
Everything.
Rick Perry's up there too, wearing a weird Riddler suit.
Yeah.
I used to really like Rick Perry too, Jackie. I don't know how you feel about Rick Perry anymore.
I don't think Rick Perry knows how he feels about Rick Perry
Rick
anymore.
Perry got pranked by Russian pranksters.
Yep.
Talked about pig shit as fuel, I believe. They were supposed to be who? The Ukrainian government?
Something like that, yeah.
They talked to him. Hell, I could call Rick Perry up and say, hey, I'm a Ukrainian governor. I wouldn't even have to have an accent.
You could probably keep him on the phone for a good 2 or 3 hours talking about pig excrement. I don't doubt it for a minute.
People are talking about that like it's a minus. Jackie thinks it's a plus.
Well, if you know a little about something, share it. That's maybe somebody listened to it, thought it was a funny prank, all that, and then other people listened to it and learned a thing or two. So
you don't think he's a poser? You think he really knows about pig shit?
Well, I didn't listen to it. He's from Texas, ain't he?
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
He knows a lot about all different kinds of shit.
Yeah, different animals. Yeah.
I think. Do you think it's gonna be like a damn Kiefer Sutherland and Rick Perry's gonna wind up president? Is that what you're hoping?
I'll take it over.
There's gonna be like there's gonna be one bad trip to Chipotle, and Rick Perry's gonna be the only person left standing.
I'll take it over what we got.
He said he insulted the media. That's just warming up. People would, how do we know that's really Trump up there? Well, he said fake news, said the press is going to lie about how many people there. He said hell.
Yeah.
Who the hell wants to speak about he Washington cesspool? Let's see.
Why was he there?
They invite the president to come talk
I
to Boy
know
Scouts.
that, but what? Yeah, that's what he wanted to do. Of all, of course he did. Yeah.
He had them boo Obama.
Yep.
Is that right?
I think so.
Some of this has become legend.
Got to get Obamacare taken care of. Got them all,
Did President Obama ever come to a jamboree?
No.
He said no, he never did.
But he was an actual Boy Scout. At one time in his life, he went to Boy Scouts, whereas Trump, he didn't know what it was, I don't think, till. He probably know Girl Scout cookies before he knows anything else, but I don't. That's about it.
What do you mean by Girl Scout cookies?
Because he eat it because he's fat, not because they're little girls, if that's what you're saying.
He told a meandering 5-minute story about developer. I'm reading a news article from thestar.com. I don't even know what that is. This might be fake news, but it's not. He told this story about that fucking partying on a yacht. This is what you tell the Boy Scouts. Goddamn, people, this is David Brent stuff. This is Michael Scott, except on those offices, when David Brent and Michael Scott are giving inappropriate speeches to Boy Scouts, you turn the camera over to fucking Jim, and he's like, oh, what? But in America, people go, yeah. Like, America loves David Brent. That's what they got wrong. That's what cringe humor got wrong.
Cringe humor? What
is it? Did they make Michael Scott lovable? Is that how we got here?
I don't know who it is.
Is that how we got here?
Who?
Trump said what happened is he bought his... Just telling a story
he
about
basically did what he does everywhere he goes. Yes. It don't matter because when we
didn't read the campgrounds.
When we saw him, when he was running, mind you, I wouldn't go now because hell, why would you? But when he was running, we was up there and he went there like people just want to hear. They wait for him to get talking about the wall and things. That's what they liked back then. I'm sure they still like it now. Be thankful he didn't do that. Thankful he didn't tell the Boy Scouts all Mexicans are rapists or whatever it is.
We did tell the Boy Scouts that they're going to be saying Merry Christmas again.
Well, that's good for them, I guess. If anyone weren't saying it, but he did the same thing. I got a great story about my friend so and so. We met at a cocktail party. He does this everywhere he goes. They were saying he was talking about a cocktail party or somebody to the kids. It don't matter where he's at. And there's a lull in the room. You can see everybody just go, like they don't know how to. They're supposed to be clapping during that. You really don't know. I don't know how to act at all when he's talking, except get mad and want to leave the room. That's when he's president. But before then, I'm like, what the hell is he talking about?
I think he thinks if he's talking about a sex yacht to teenage boys that they're going to get excited. But if you spend the first half of your speech on paranoia and self-aggrandizing, by the time you get to sex yacht, even teenage boys are going to be like, this dude's crazy.
Yeah. Well, I read that somewhere. It used to be years ago. Who ran against Johnson, a crazy one? I can't remember his name.
Goldwater.
Goldwater. They said psychiatrists, they'd have him come do commercials and stuff. That man's crazy as hell. And he sued them all, and it won. So they said psychiatrists or whatever, doctors, analysts, I don't know what the hell they are, can't say that the president's crazy, can't give an opinion on that. Well, I read they changed that now, so I guess expect a bunch of doctors on CNN telling me something I already damn know.
They opened up the floodgates for CNN psychiatrists.
Yeah. Which I'll take over Lowlowski and the other guy. CNN's
What,
just
did he
the worst.
get a job? Is he working for Trump again? What happened?
I don't know. He's on CNN. Who else is on there? Who's a white-haired man? I don't know all their names. But you just sit around. I don't need to sit around and listen to somebody supports Trump. I live that every day. Don't want to see it on TV. And it ain't the news either.
That's just people. It's basically what we're doing except on CNN.
Yeah.
That's how CNN can be worse. So apparently the president of the Boy Scouts of America is also AT&T chief executive, and they need Washington approval of a big merger they're trying to do.
Well, the Boy Scouts used to be not political or whatnot. Now, what did they do? Something that made liberals mad about they couldn't be gay in the Boy Scouts, or you can be gay in the Boy Scouts?
I think it was like you can't be gay, and then they're like, maybe you can.
Well, it ain't whether you can or can't. Some people are gay, some people aren't. It's whether you could be in the Boy Scouts or not. That's right? That's what it is. But I don't even know what. But So people were concerned about him anyway, and now I guess he is, because I saw people was telling me, because, you know, kids, your parents vote for Obama and everything else, still send you to Eagle Scouts, Boy Scouts, something like that, and they all that money pulling that, they ain't going to let the kids go in there anymore. So I guess that pretty much means it's just, you know, Trump kids now from here on out in the Boy Scouts.
Ugh.
So you ruin that just by going one time and ruin the Boy Scouts. Done.
What do you think the percentage of Boy Scouts who like Trump is?
Well, that was West Virginia, right? All of them seem to like him. Hopefully there's a percentage of them that don't know who he is outside, the president, and don't listen to it. If he's a youngin' and you learn how to tie ropes and start fire and stuff, then that's all you need to know how to do it.
What's a woman's name? Senator in West Virginia. She was kind of holding out on repealing Obamacare, and then she seems to be on board with whatever Trump tells her to do now.
Well,
what did they chant his name? It's just weird. Optics are weird. Plus, Boy Scouts are supposed to be all about truth, and Trump is about the opposite of truth.
Ain't never been in the woods in his life.
Look, I will say, if the Boy Scouts are about truth in the woods, I guess is their slogan. There's no such thing as truth anymore. So if you want to update the Boy Scouts, I guess the only way, you know, to make them more modern is to make them more Trump-chanting alt-right hate group in the woods.
Excuse my language, but if you're trying to teach him everything bullshit, and then you did the right thing, you hired the right man.
I think that's what they learned. I think that's what they learned.
It's what I learn in every minute.
So the Boy Scouts, this story should be funnier than it actually is.
I know it's something like you see it like on a TV show with something funny, but it's just awful that children have to look at that at all.
Sessions.
Now here's something else I want to enjoy, and it's hard to enjoy.
It's really...
This should be a lot of fun. Them two fighting, him winding Sessions up all the time, and him
just
not going to quit.
Sessions is Attorney General on the damn the beleaguered.
Well, this is because he recused him. This ain't got nothing to do. He don't know first thing about Jeff Sessions, except Jeff Sessions was the first man to support him. That's all he knew. He probably had lunch or steak with him a few times, but what is that going to be? It's like having with your granny or something, you know.
Which one's the granny?
Well, the one with dementia, or just the one that's old and racist?
Hard to say.
Well,
you can't have two grandmothers.
No, that's true. It's got to be one or the other.
Sounds like a damn Thanksgiving when the families mix up and you got both grandmothers there. It's like, oh, Lord.
I'm telling you all this about it because he recused himself because he got caught fibbing on the Senate floor. So what he did, he recused himself. He knew damn well what to do real fast and didn't check with nobody else. Plus, he's the Attorney General. If he's got something to do with law, he's supposed to do it. But he's trying to save his own butt, recuse himself. So he can't fire Mueller or get in mixed up with any of that stuff. And that's what Trump said, mad because he did it. Well, he's mad because he can't do stuff that he wants him to do.
Maybe he won't even make him fire Mueller. Maybe he just wants the option.
Well, yeah, he wants the option.
Maybe Trump loves freedom, the freedom to have a Saturday night massacre. Not literally.
Hopefully. Hell, I don't know.
Who knows? If this is how Trump pays attention to things, he keeps hearing Saturday Night Massacre, I'd watch out. Saturday night's about 4 p.m., 5 p.m., like when Hee Haw used to be coming on. That's when I'd start to get nervous if I was in the White House.
Yeah, I would be. Well, there ain't as many in there right now. Old Spicer gone. He left. He up on his own accord, though, didn't he? He just got up.
Yeah, alleged. Well,
who
knows? How are you who are we supposed to root for in this? Spicer? Sessions?
I ain't rooting for none of them.
Reince?
Oh, previous, yeah, hell.
Mooch?
And that's a new one. I don't know him yet.
What in the... These names sound like the Murfreesboro Chamber of Commerce. It sounds like we made these up. Oh, they got Spicer's gone, but we got the Mooch in there. I don't know if you talked to Reince yet.
It probably has to do with the name, whether Trump can remember, has something to do with his name before he hires him, regardless of his credentials.
Kushner? I mean, come on. You're not even trying. What's he do? Run the damn bong store?
The Spicer left on his own accord. They said. They say
he quit. He
Rance,
stole a refrigerator. Did you hear that story?
somebody said it took a mini fridge. Well, you know what? I don't feel sorry for him, but let him have that for all he went through. He can have a damn mini fridge.
They
That's
want
the worst of it.
A chilled Fresca. He deserves that.
I don't want a thing, but besides that, that's it. He took a damn job knowing damn well his first thing to do was to sit there and show pictures and lie to everybody. That's your first day on the job. You get up there, but sir, that's not. You get up there, and he chose to do it, and did it for how long? Not too long, really. He didn't do it too long.
No, folks, we are about, what month is this? July?
I don't know, 7th month in something. What is it? It's not even a year. He gone. He's gone. Supposedly.
Now we got the Mooch.
And I'll be sick of him before too long, I'm sure. He ain't going to be good. Spicer was funny because he couldn't talk, you know. He always stammering, stumbling, and saying basically up there to say awful stuff anyway and defend it, but he would make it worse. He would add things like Hitler never gassed somebody. Like, it's already bad what he's got to get up there and do. And he would somehow manage to make it worse than what it was already he was supposed to get paid to do. Give him a little credit, I guess.
The Mooch, I don't know how he's going to be. It's a little bit like a damn... The Mooch looks and has the name of the friend in an 80s losing their virginity movie. The guy who knows steals his uncle's car to drive you to Tijuana.
Yeah.
Hey, leave it to the Mooch. Is it racist? Okay, as a white guy, I don't like to say what is and isn't racist, but I'm pretty sure we can be racist towards Italians now, right?
I think so. Hell, I don't know.
I hope so. It's going to make this a lot easier. We're going to check on that and we'll get back to you.
Yeah.
He's going to fire all the leakers. The Mooch is going to fire all the leakers.
He don't get in there. But they're all leaking. There won't be anybody left. We'll name a department of the White House and ain't leaked about something yet.
They're all just pretending they're going after leakers but they're all leaking.
They're the ones leaking. I swear I'm going to find them. You just wait and see. I'm going to get them.
I don't know. Are there good guys in this at all?
No.
It just depends on who Trump was mad at that day. I go back and forth like, is Trump worse than the others? Are they worse than Trump? I don't know anymore. Trump seems pretty bad. He seems a little unhinged now.
He's the worst.
He was tweeting a damn so they're banning. Oh boy. This is what you wake up to today on Twitter. Trump ordered his generals is what he said. I don't know if you saw that, Jackie, on
Not
Twitter.
the United States.
Trump announces ban
Military.
on transgender people in U.S. military. He said, these are his tweets, 3 tweets. After consultation with my generals and military experts, bullshit. First, right off the bat, that's bullshit. He didn't consult with anybody.
No.
Steve Bannon, maybe? I don't know where this come from. Please be advised that the United States government will not accept or allow ... And this is the part where the Pentagon supposedly were worried he was about to declare war on Korea or Iran or somebody. Because he ended his tweet at 5:55 a.m. ... The United States government will not accept or allow ... He probably said that into his phone.
I had to wait how long
Speech to
before
text.
it, yeah.
That's at 5:55 a.m. I don't know what time zone that is. At 6:04 a.m., nearly 10 minutes later, the Pentagon fucking shitting their khakis.
Watch your pants. Watch your mouth.
Watch your pants is right,
Yeah.
Pentagon. Transgender individuals. And they're like, what? Why? To serve in any capacity in the U.S. military. Our military must be focused on decisive and overwhelming victory. Sometimes I start, in a way, I start doing a little Jackie Gleason. And overwhelming victory and cannot be burdened with the tremendous medical costs. What are the medical costs? If this wasn't so hateful, it would also be funny. And disruption that transgender in the military would entail. Thank you.
Now, see, they worked up this image, and I don't know the first thing about transgender or anything. All I know is if you serve the country and you put your life on the line, that's you know, and they say there's 25,000, 15,000 people like this or whatever in the military. If they're doing the job, then I don't see. And as far as I know, most Republicans and the military are saying this ain't right. As far as I can tell. And what you saying about the Pentagon being scared, how long is we're getting sick of this? If you think that we're getting sick of it, how long will the Pentagon put up with this? It's what's going on. What kind of conversations are taking place in deep, dark rooms down in the Pentagon? Somebody tell me that.
You ever seen that movie Dr. Strangelove?
I know, it's old.
That's like a reassuring fantasy. A reassuring, like, damn, that's like touched by an angel compared to what's actually happening.
What I was saying, other people, certain people try to put out an image of what transgender is. They put a man, put a lipstick on, or what, you know.
Bathroom children.
Yeah, that's what it all started with this bathroom stuff, which nobody ever heard of in their life till they started talking about it.
Transgender coming after the bathroom children.
And then, so today, bless their hearts, a lot of these folks in the military were speaking up, which I would too. It's like, did I get fired? Did somebody just fire me on a tweet or whatever? And they all look like servicemen or servicewomen. I mean, I wouldn't think one thing about it except to look like a damn soldier.
Well, you're not a child in the bathroom, are you, Jackie?
Well, if I was a child, I'd be scared. They like G.I. Joe. It wouldn't have a big weapons or guns or anything like that. But no, I ain't a child in the bathroom. But nobody looked any different than anybody else, as far as I'm concerned, is if you're serving in the military. And I tell you what, they've done a lot more for this country. I don't even know them. There may be some people who ain't a good soldier, but every single one of them's done more for this country than the president ever has and ever will. I'll say that right now.
The worst transgender soldier is done more for the country.
Absolutely.
The whatever gender president. So, look, it doesn't matter. Like, people say all this is a distraction. He's leaning into this damn culture wars stuff. He's distracting you. And then people on the damn Twitter and computer say, there's not a distraction. These are people that basically the president said don't matter or not equal. They wake up, and that's what's on their computer. That comes straight from the top of the U.S. government. They got to live with that. That's not a distraction. It's kind of both, because he is trying to distract from the fact that he's under the investigation, and he's always tweeting about Hillary. Because these are not actual people to him. Nobody's an actual person.
Nobody is.
Listener, you are not a person to him.
Transgender, join the club with the rest of nobody. He wants to. How many people does he want to throw off health care? They ain't people to him.
How many times have you heard about loyalty? The Trump loyalty. It's not loyalty. He's a cow. He won't fire nobody.
No.
He's tried to force Spicer and now Sessions and to quit, but he won't fire anybody. Well, he's damn scared.
What's his name to say Comey? One of his bodyguards or somebody sent Comey.
Yeah, that's who he is. He's somebody who sends his bodyguard.
Henchman, as they would say, henchman.
Now, it sucks because, Jeff Sessions isn't getting beat up on the street like transgender people yet. And I'm not advising that. No. I'm just saying he's got it pretty good. I don't know what he's going to. Is there a Klan university?
Hell, I don't know.
I guess he could go teach there. I don't know what he does after he gets out of the White House. He ain't senator no more, right?
Well, what's his name said he'd step down from the Senate. The guy to replace him or running to replace him.
Oh, really?
He offered. He felt bad for Sessions. Like, yeah, he could.
You can have my. You can sit here, Jeff.
Well, yeah. Look at what does anybody want to go to Washington?
It's like nowadays it's Mr. Smith says, "Fuck you."
Hey,
I'm sitting my ass here watching Netflix.
Watch your mouth.
Oh yeah, Jeff. Don't worry about it. You can sit over here. I got a seat for you, Jeff. Come on over here. Hey, Jeff, don't you want? Where you going? I'm gonna go cry in the bathroom. Trump High School. We should make that show.
Yeah, mean old principal. Yeah.
I need to watch Riverdale. I bet that's good.
What is it?
I always tweeting about Hillary. Now, Jackie, you hate Hillary Clinton.
Well, yeah, of
I mean,
course.
you endorsed her, but you hate her.
Well, I had to. Didn't have a choice in the matter. But yeah, I ain't a fan of Hillary. Never have been. Neither other one of the Clintons.
If Sarah Palin had good Sarah Palin, young Sarah Palin had
Before
won,
she got you.
yeah, had won this contest, and she spent her time tweeting about prosecuting Hillary Clinton, investigating Hillary Clinton after all this, that would turn you off her a little bit. Let alone this monster.
Well, he is doing it. First off, Sarah Palin will hopefully be trying to run the country and do something instead of just, excuse my language, whining. I was going to say something I should, but just whining and crying all the damn time. She ain't going to be doing that. I wouldn't think, unless, she's got on that while she's in the White House, which hopefully wouldn't happen. Hope she had
But
good
you never know,
people
they
around.
got them doctors.
And they do have them doctors. They got them White House doctors. But, yeah, she wasn't, I don't think she'd be doing it. But anybody like, all right, you won the damn election. What are you going to do for me? You said you was going to do this, 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 and this. Which, by the way, he did tell, speaking of transgender, what is it? LGB, I don't know all the letters. LGBT and Q's, he told everybody that he was going to do such a better job than Hillary, and now he just, why anybody believe anything that man said? Why anybody would?
Ivanka said, "Let me see your phone, Daddy," and she tweeted that out.
Mm.
And then this morning, he's like, "Hey, I'm gonna do this," and she's like, "Okay,
Don't give it back to him.
okay. Hey, I'm thinking about doing this awful thing. What do you guys think?" Okay.
Well, first off, he's crazy. Trying to figure out why he does anything is a fool's errand. I'm going to say it right now. The man is sick in the head. And I can't wait for every psychiatrist to be saying it. I hope they say it on another channel besides CNN, because I'll get sick of it on there.
All right, barreling through it. A lot of stuff happened in a few fucking days.
That's what it is. Watch your mouth. Not to say it that way.
Kushner said he did not collude with the Russians. This was like right after our last
Well,
one.
what did you think he was going to say? Why is that surprising?
But
What
he
you
did
think?
say he met with some of the Russians. It's just astonishing. If Obama had a son-in-law with George W. Bush, anybody before this, Democrat, Republican, had done any of the bullshit. People always say, well, if Obama had done this, can you imagine? If Bush had done it, if Reagan had done it, they never would have.
Reagan wouldn't do it.
No. Reagan, who are Reagan's kids?
Well, there's
Bobby?
Little Ronnie,
Ronnie,
yeah,
Ricky, Mike,
and Billy.
and Billy.
And they got a couple of girls, too.
Patty?
Sissy and Patty, yeah.
Sissy and Patty?
I think.
And
they
that,
call 'em.
look, they're not all perfect.
No.
I don't know how many Russians they had secret meetings with, though. Sasha Malia ain't never met a Russian
Well,
in secret.
hope not, yeah.
George W. Bush's girls, they nice,
Sure.
great.
Absolutely, yeah.
Ain't never met a Russian in secret. Amy Carter, doubtful.
Yeah.
Fords, they got kids.
Well, sure, yeah.
They all had kids.
Yeah.
This is weird. You got to admit this is weird.
Well, people even support him. He's like, oh, you just dragging it. Well, they can lie about it. They did
Ain't
this.
nothing
It ain't
here.
nothing.
They dragging it out. That's the
No,
defense.
they did that, but if they'd have said this months ago, maybe we wouldn't be here right now. It's the fact that they lied over and over and over again. And it's going to be funny as hell if Mueller comes back and nothing happened, and all they did, they just brought it on himself because dumb had run his mouth. But I don't think that's going to be the case. I think it did something. Well, he says it right there in a damn email. He says it right there. I'm meeting with him to get dirt. It says it.
Folks.
And I don't know how to read emails on computer, but I
Even
guess
Jackie can see.
everybody shows it on TV, and it says it right there. He said it.
Jackie, can the president pardon himself? There was some discussion.
I don't know what this one can and cannot do. We'll find
I guess
out.
he just does what he wants, but you can't pardon yourself.
Yeah, find out. You wait and see. We don't think so. You don't think if he did that, he'd have some lawyers. How many lawyers going to be on CNN and Fox News?
How would they be battling the psychiatrists?
Yeah, saying he has every right to do that.
Sure, you can pardon yourself. How can you pardon yourself? That's a king. That's a king. It's what a king does.
Well,
a crazy, crazy king.
That's what we're dealing with right now.
People don't mind. They like a king as long as they tell Obama all his shit he did to shut up and tell people, you better say Merry Christmas and tell people to, hey, get them they's transgender in the army. Get them out. As long as all that's happening, people don't give a shit if it's a king or not.
I guess not.
If you get your dumbass mean king, that's all people care about. And he's a little entertaining. He puts on shows. He fires his friends. It's great. America. Folks, Susan Collins, was she the one that said he was crazy, or the other person on the hot mic said he was
Somebody,
crazy?
talking about it crazy. Everybody talking about that.
She said that guy's ugly. That fat man in the pajamas.
Well,
folks, I don't have all the details. You're going to have to Google this shit yourself. We're barreling through it at this point.
That's shaming, right? That's what you're
body shaming. You can't. You're not supposed to.
Women can do it to men, though,
I
right?
think a lot more easily than
the other way around him.
The damn Bill Clinton, James Patterson book. He's pitching the cream of Hollywood to talk about.
Is he going to Steve Spielberg's and all the big famous ones?
Alfred Hitchcock, all of them.
He wrote a book and wants to get, Hitchcock, you name it, all of them.
The President is Missing.
That's the name of his book. That'd be the movie right there, right?
The President is Missing. It's a name. Sounds like a made-up movie.
By Bill Clinton.
Well,
it's
supposed to be a mystery, but it sounds like a sexcapade.
What? Where do you think the president is?
Well, it's just 2 or 3 places he could be.
Where?
Probably balls deep in that new intern.
Oh, hell, watch it. Don't say it that way.
The president is missing. I don't know what he was aiming for, but he hit that dress. President is missing. Folks, we're barreling through it. Debbie Wasserman Schultz. Hey, if y'all listen to fucking Chapo Trap House, let's bash Debbie Wasserman Schultz for a little bit. Try to get some of that traffic.
All right, don't say the
She
language.
had an aide, got arrested for something. I ain't got no jokes about this.
Trying to leave a country.
Yeah.
Which...
corrupt.
At this point, I don't care what you did. If you're trying to leave a country, I don't think I can hold that against anybody these days.
Especially if you used to work for Debbie Wasserman Schultz.
Yeah, double, yeah.
Just to make it worse. Just to make things worse. How can things get worse? Oh, I work for Debbie Wasserman Schultz.
Yep.
Trump won the presidency, and I work for Debbie Wasserman. What does she do? What's her job?
I don't know.
Is she still a thing? Is she elected or something?
People still mad at her. That Bernie people...
Wait, Hillary give her a job, right? Bernie people were mad about that.
Listen, they just bad. The Bernie people, a lot of them just bad as Trump is because, all they still talk about is Hillary Clinton now. And
People
Debbie
hate
Wasserman
Hillary
Schultz.
Clinton.
Well, of course they do. Everybody got a reason to hate her. Sure.
It's crazy. I've never seen anybody this powerless, hated. No, that's not true. A lot of other women stripped of power in a patriarchal society, hated also. Every time they try to do something like make a change. Folks, today you say that the Trump White House is not kind to the press, that the freedom of speech is on the way out under a President Trump, under the Mooch. I don't know what has happened, but he come in. They give an on-camera press conference today. Sarah Huckabee Sanders read a letter.
What'd she say? From Pickle, right?
I guess it was Dylan Pickle.
Everybody calls him Pickle or something like that. I didn't hear what would it say? It was from
Said the
boy.
president was nice and liked to be friends. How much paint it cost? How you've been to Sherwin-Williams lately? How much does it cost to slap some?
Been a while. Yeah.
She started the press conference. This is a press conference, folks. This sounds like damn Venezuela. Sarah Huckabee Sanders talked about how the president had donated his salary for the second half of the year, the quarter.
Oh yeah.
To the education department. So
Betsy DeVos can throw it out in the street.
Betsy DeVos talked about she can buy a Pepsi machine for a charter school. She's going to go towards hosting a camp focused on science, technology, engineering, and math, and how those things have no place in the world when you could have just a little talk with Jesus.
Well, you can have a little bit of both, I think. Just, got to have math a little bit.
Tell him all about your problems. He will help you to divide.
You could mix that church. You mix that up.
They have a lot of songs like on a damn electric company and stuff, but they never had any good Southern gospel.
Subtracting by and by.
Now when you hear a little about
some fractions.
And on climate change there's
well, now. Yeah,
no
pushing
action.
It there.
No action.
Pushing it there, man.
Come on.
Yeah, well.
Anyway, so then Sarah Huckabee Sanders read a little reminder why we're all here today. She returned to the podium after Betsy DeVos thanked one billionaire thanked another for $100,000.
I ain't watching my mouth.
Which I'm really, honestly, I expect one day to find out that she just wrote him a check right back, and he went out and got a foot scrub or something. She continued into a personal reflection on becoming the first mother to serve at the White House as White House Secretary. This is from the Washington Post, the failing Washington Post. That says less about me than it does about this president, Sanders contended. That's good language from the Washington Post. He loves women. He loves mothers. We're past punchlines. Finally, she read a letter from a Trump-adoring 9-year-old named Dylan. I guess goes by Pickle, and said that such readings will be regular additions to news briefings from now on. This will be regular additions.
So we're going to hear a note of somebody who loves Trump, whether it's a Boy Scout, little boy, or whoever, right?
You're my favorite president, the child wrote to Trump. I like you so much that I had a birthday about you. My cake was the shape of your hat.
If they're going to do this, can I suggest something? Anytime before they vote for health care again, they need to read a note by little children with cancer or something. They need the mother, father. That. If we're gonna have to hear about Pickle loving Trump, I think we need to hear some of that too.
And then when they tried to talk about the transgender ban, she said she was going to shut it down.
Well, that's what Trump did. What do you mean? He shut it down, right?
Shut the press conference down.
Oh, press conference. Yeah, okay.
So who had a bad week? Cancer? Or did Cancer have a good week?
Cancer.
We still haven't really, I don't know if we've talked enough about Kid Rock on here. We're going to have just some research. We're going to look at the polls. Kid Rock's not going away.
He's running for something, yeah.
James Cromwell was arrested again. He keeps doing protests. I guess he's another Bernie Sanders.
Yeah.
He may be older than Bernie Sanders. He should play Bernie Sanders.
Hell, he'd be president.
Who would show that movie? I guess whoever's showing Al Gore's new movie.
That'd be the worst double feature imaginable.
And, folks, there were a few news articles I saw this week about truckers being replaced by robots.
What is it?
And now I keep reading about how farmers are going to be replaced by robots. Farm hands, people work farms.
The robots come in and take over everything, yeah.
So I am just assuming that in the future, country music is going to be written for robots.
Well, it can't be any worse than it is now, can it?
It may already have happened. They may be a little forward thinking. If robots I love back roads. I think that, I don't know if that was a robot or an elf.
Robots are supposed to be for Star Wars and things like that. They ain't supposed to be on the farm of country music.
I'm in love with a tractor.
No.
Give me that whiskey, girl. Let's get busy on the back road in a small town. Church on Sunday, party on Saturday night. Tell him all about our troubles.
We will.
Hear our faintest cry. He will answer.
We will learn to multiply.
Oh, we still doing that? When you, damn, fuck.
Hey, don't say the language.
Get your compass and protractor.
There you go.
Factor.
Mm.
Actor. The arts.
I don't know. We'll forget about it now, Marty. I forgot. Yep. I don't know if I can do another week of this.
This was a lot.
I'm going to say I don't know if I can do another week. I'd rather do another week in this baloney outfit on the side of the road in 100-degree weather than hearing them on the news. I can't do both, people. I'm going to tell you right now, I won't be around here too much longer if I have to. Got to be one or the other.
So, folks, thanks for joining the Red State Update podcast for the week ending whatever doom, impending destruction, Armageddon, end of the world. Tell them all about our troubles, folks. This is it. These could be the last days. Kiss your children goodbye every morning when you leave, and kiss them like you mean it, because that could be it. Don't forget. I don't have anything. I don't have any uplifted ending. We probably should have ended this 5 minutes ago.
All right, here, let me do this. I know I did it once. I'll just go ahead and do it one more time. Here we go. Hey, everybody, it's Flip-Flop the Baloney. Flip me up in the air, and then I come down. Hunger beware. Baloney's in town.
Now's the time that we both have to go. Our podcast come out really great, we know. Our time is at an end, so until we meet again, we'll just have to say goodbye, friend. Saying bye-bye always brings us down. But our bags are packed and we have to leave town. A postcard to you we will send if a stamp to us you'll lend, so we can write and say goodbye, 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 goodbye.
I guess gotta put this back on. Get out in the road.
Oh, man, you're still sopping wet.
Well, it's cooling down. Well, it ain't cooling down, but it's nighttime. The sun ain't gonna be out.
You hear that siren?
What is it?
I don't know if people can hear it over the...
Is there another one?
Yeah.
I'm gonna let that go on by before I get out there. Last thing you want to be in, if you dressed up like a big piece of bologna, last thing you want anybody to see is if you run into somebody from, if they come out drunk, Longhorn dance party, see me out
Oh,
road
no,
dressed
you
like
don't
that,
want to
I
go
ain't
over
going to yell.
I thought you were saying the cops would run you in.
No, they come by, they just, honk and laugh, but they're coming out, they looking for a fight anyway. So they come out and see me dress up like bologna, I'm going to get it.